Have you ever walked through a forest and felt something more? Like the trees were watching or whispering. Now think back to Avatar. Remember how the Na'vi connected to the Tree of Souls, sharing thoughts, memories, and even emotions?
I'm with her, Drake.
It might sound like science fiction, but what if our own forests are doing something very similar, right beneath our feet? When most people look at a forest, they see tall trees, scattered plants, and maybe a few animals. But beneath the soil lies a complex, hidden world, an underground communication network so vast and so intricate that scientists have only recently begun to understand it. At the heart of this underground world are fungi. Not just the mushrooms we see above ground, but a sprawling web of tiny threads called mycelium. These threads can stretch for kilometers, connecting the roots of different trees together. This vast fungal network allows trees to communicate, share resources, and even protect one another in ways that challenge everything we thought we knew about plants. This isn't a fantasy, it's a reality, and it's known as the Wood Wide Web. What is the Wood Wide Web? The term Wood Wide Web was coined to describe the underground mycorrhizal networks that connect trees and plants. These networks are formed when fungi attach themselves to tree roots in a mutually beneficial relationship. The tree provides the fungus with sugars made during photosynthesis, and the fungus helps the tree absorb water and nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus more efficiently. But the relationship goes beyond simple trade. Through the mycelial network, trees can actually send chemical signals to one another. For example, if one tree is attacked by insects, it can release signals that travel through the network to warn neighboring trees. Those trees, in turn, can prepare their own chemical defenses. In times of scarcity, older and stronger trees have been observed sending nutrients to younger, weaker ones. It's almost parental. Some scientists even refer to these central older trees as mother trees because they play a crucial role in supporting their community. A living internet. When scientists began mapping these underground networks, they noticed eerie similarities with our own digital internet. Like fiber optic cables, the mycelial threads transport information, in this case, chemical signals, hormones, and nutrients. Researcher Suzanne Simard and her colleagues found that these networks can span entire forests, allowing trees to share data about environmental changes, pests, and even soil conditions. This is not random behavior. It's strategic, purposeful, and responsive. If a tree is dying, it can send its remaining nutrients to nearby kin before it collapses. If a forest is stressed, the network will shift resources to where they are needed most. It's a distributed system, decentralized, robust, and adaptive, just like the internet. It suggests that intelligence doesn't have to come in the form of a brain. It can emerge in the connections between living things. Echoes of ancient knowledge. Interestingly, this concept of nature as a connected, aware entity isn't new. Many indigenous cultures have believed for centuries that forests are alive, conscious, and deeply spiritual. Shamans in the Amazon speak of trees that sing and fungi that teach. In Celtic traditions, trees were believed to be guardians of memory and wisdom. Even today, in some parts of the world, people speak to trees, believing they understand. While modern science is only now catching up, these ancient beliefs may have been onto something all along. Perhaps our ancestors didn't need microscopes or molecular biology to recognize the intelligence pulsing through the soil. Avatar's forest, Earth's forest. Let's return to Avatar. The Tree of Souls wasn't just a spiritual symbol. It was a literal hub of biological memory, a planet-wide neural network storing generations of knowledge. And while that's fictional, Earth's forests are showing signs of something surprisingly similar. Some trees remember droughts and adapt their behavior in future dry seasons. Others retain a chemical memory of fires or attacks and adjust their offspring's resilience accordingly. Through the mycelial network, these experiences may be shared across distances, allowing the forest as a whole to adapt and survive. It's not memory as we define it in humans. but it functions similarly. Nature, it seems, remembers. Can mushrooms think? Now here's where it gets even stranger. In recent experiments, fungi have been shown to solve mazes, find the shortest paths between food sources, and respond to changing environments in ways that mimic problem-solving. One famous experiment in Japan involved the slime mold Physarum polycephalum. Scientists placed oat flakes representing major cities around Tokyo on a nutrient-rich agar plate. The slime mold grew out in all directions, then reorganized itself to create the most efficient network to reach each food source. And astonishingly, the resulting pattern closely mirrored the real Tokyo metro system. It achieved this without a brain or central nervous system. Some mycologists suggest that fungi may possess a form of primitive intelligence, not centralized like our brain, but distributed through their networks. Fungi can store information in the configuration of their mycelial threads, much like a neural network stores data. Some researchers even speculate that mushrooms could be a form of alien intelligence, given their unusual biology and ability to thrive in extreme environments. Could the forest be thinking? Not in words or emotions, but in patterns, connections, and responses? What this means for us. Understanding this network changes how we see the natural world. Deforestation isn't just about losing trees, it's about breaking apart a living, breathing network of relationships. When we destroy a forest, we're not just cutting down plants, we're silencing a conversation that's been ongoing for thousands of years. If trees and fungi can communicate, share, and remember, then we must reconsider our role. Are we stewards of this intelligence or disruptors of it? This revelation also opens doors to new technologies. Scientists are studying fungal networks for insights into decentralized computing, environmental sensors, and even space exploration. The future of technology might be rooted, quite literally, in nature. So, the next time you step into a forest, pause. Feel the silence. Listen closer. You might just be standing above a vast network of messages pulsing through the soil, a biological symphony of whispers and warnings, of care and memory. What we once thought was silent is, in fact, deeply alive. And maybe, just maybe, it's trying to speak to us. What do you think? Is the forest alive in ways we've only begun to understand? Could trees and mushrooms hold the key to a form of intelligence beyond our own? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through the hidden world beneath your feet, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who still thinks trees are just trees. Because sometimes the greatest minds don't speak. They grow.